right, guys, so I know this isn't perfect, and I thank you so much for your grace. So I just wanted to give you a couple of tips for stretching. As we go through these movements, just remember, be you, and to, embrace the way that your body is and how you feel today. And you might feel super flexible today, tomorrow not so much. It's okay to just honor where you're at. And so as we go through these movements today, I want to push us towards something that I need to grow in, and probably you do too, and that is thankfulness. And so as we go through these 5 movements, we're going to stop and think about just 5 things in our lives that we can be thankful for too. And movement just might be one of those, because I'm thankful today that I can move. So today I want you to go ahead and roll your shoulders back and stand nice and tall, like there's a balloon attached to your head and a weight attached to your tail. And you just kind of sink into that stretch long ways and breathe. And then you're going to push your booty back and you're going to start to fold forward. And as you fold forward, your knees might bend a little, and that's perfectly fine. Okay, so we call this a forward fold. And we're going to rest our tummies on our legs, and we're just going to let our head hang. And if we can, we're going to push back a little with our legs to find the edge. You're just finding the edge. Once you find that edge, you just breathe. Embrace being that little bit uncomfortable, knowing that it's strengthening you and giving you flexibility to keep going, because flexibility is really one of our things that helps us last the longest. Being able to be flexible prevents injuries. So we're going to do that again, nice and tall. Breathe. And as you fold forward this time, I want you to think about how you're thankful for your health or your family's health, what you can be thankful for. There might be hard places going on in your life and in the lives around you, but what can you give thanks for? Just go ahead and let your head hang low. You can let your arms wave. One of the cool things that I've really just come to enjoy is just enjoying the movement, seeing how it feels, seeing what goes on in my body and where it feels different each time. Okay, so the forward fold is something that you can easily practice. It's stretching the back of our legs, which tends to get really tight, along with our back, especially when we're carrying packs. Those things can get really tight, and we want to lengthen them. Okay, the next one is a warrior one. So in a warrior one, it's kind of like the runner's lunge that you did in high school, but then you take your back foot and kind of make a T angle, an L maybe, more or less, with our feet here. Okay, and then we're going to lean in to try to make our knee above our heel. We should feel a stretch inside here. You can play with your hips back and forth. Okay, and then we want to rotate our hips facing forward this way, like headlights on a car. And you will start to feel that stretch right in those hip flexors. And when you find that edge, you can lean into it. Stand up a little. Lean into it. Breathe. And I want you to think about what you can be thankful for your possessions. What do you have that you are thankful for? Some things we're always lacking. Go ahead and switch. Okay, so that back leg, making an L shape, and then we're going to lean into it. We don't want our knee over our toes. And then twist, keeping your hips like the headlights on a car. And you'll feel that flexor. So practicing thankfulness and what we're thankful for in our possessions. next one, especially after a long hike, might feel a little hard, and that's a full squat. Okay, you want to make your legs wide and point it out like a V, and you're going to drop your booty down into a full squat. Okay? And as you do this, I want you to think about what relationships you're thankful for. Maybe you've had some place that was hard and it's gotten easier or better. Maybe you've actually had someone walk out of your life and it's kind of allowed some breathing room. There's just a lot of ways that relationships change over time and how we can be thankful for them and the changes that go on back and forth, good and bad. All right. Something that's kind of hard with this stretch is just dropping your booty as low as it can go. Trying to keep your spine straight, shoulders out of your ears, and just letting those hips drop. It's amazing how tight those muscles get. Just breathe into those places that are slightly uncomfortable. And you can rock back and forth. Try to get used to how those muscles feel, what starts to feel tight. Sometimes even when I'm sitting in this, I can feel my back popping. So those are all fine things. Those are just your body's needing that space and adjustment. All right. This one, I don't know the real name for it, but I call it the forward reach. So again, we're going to do that runner's lunge. Okay. And we are going to reach forward, kick back. If you can balance forward like this. You're stretching the back leg here, strengthening your core, practicing balance, which obviously I need. Okay? And as you practice this, trying to keep your back leg parallel to the ground, core engaged. What else was I thinking? Health, possessions, relationships. I know the last one I wanted to press into was just being thankful for some of the hard places even that we have in our lives. So what hard places do you have that you can be thankful for even today as you're growing, learning how to deal with hard places? We're all growing. We're all growing in different ways. Learning how to be flexible with our bodies, flexible with our emotions, with our ideas and our beliefs. Sometimes those have to change too. And it all just takes practice. Practice, practice, practice. All right, and you're going to love me for this one. All right, the 4 stand. See if I can get my balance on this wobbly grass. The 4 stand, lean forward into it. You'll feel it all along your hip, back area. And as you lean into that, just stop and think how much you have to be thankful for today. Just recognizing those places that we're growing. You're growing, I'm growing. Moving our bodies, being able to be thankful for that. Bodies that move and take us places and are getting stronger each day. So these are 5 moves that you can practice, along with a simple practice of finding something to be thankful for. That goes with each move. And enjoying the journey. All right, thanks guys.